skill building with your educator. You can see I've got the educator in the 90-degree position. The red and black are just matched up to the black hash marks on the educator. Now you can see I've got it on pretty loosely. I'm spinning the club and I can hold this. I can put it on to where I can just tighten it enough, but I can have some mobility in the educator. And the reason is I want you to get used to positioning it. And this is a kind of a skill building drill where we're going to take and rotate the educator so that it is 90 degrees to the grooves. I've got a pitching wedge here, 90 degrees to the grooves, because this is a cornerstone strike that I want you to learn. So once I get it 90 degrees, the grooves are vertical, educator's 90, go ahead and then just tighten the clamp on the grip so it stays snug. Everything's secure. And this exercise is a wonderful drill to help you understand body motion, hand behavior, benefits, crispy pitch shots with lots of green gripping spin. Really cool. So watch this little shot. I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to run it right to the clamp on the educator. It's designed specifically so that when you grip it, your hand's in the correct position relative to the grip. All too often people hold the club where the grip rubs into their palm and destroys their gloves. This is the best way to get your hand on the golf club. Now, we've got the face vertical, we've got the educator 90 degrees to the face, and you'll notice at the address position that there's some space between the educator and my forearm. What I'm about to do, this is called uncocking. This is me ulnar deviating my left hand. This is an uncocking behavior. So when I hit this little spinny pitch shot, I'll hit it about 60 yards. This is a narrow stance, flary feet, a skill building drill that I want you to work on. We're going to create some space. We're going to let the educator get farther away via hinge. We're going to hit this golf ball. We're going to let this club uncock, collect the ball, and then when I'm in the finishing form, I'm rotated, relocated on my lead foot. And the key piece to this, as I'm rotated, relocated on my lead foot, the educator is gently touching the underside of my forearm. All too often the golfers that struggle learn to play golf, head down, stare at the golf ball, and everything's some sort of wallop with the hands. There's nothing in concert with the pivot. So this is a great way to train your pivot, educate your hands with your educator. So the shot looks like this. Put it on a pitching wedge, 9-iron, sand wedge. I like using my T-square for certainty of aim, and the stance is fairly narrow, flary feet. I know where I'm going. I'm beginning with the end in mind. I'm going to hit this golf ball and go to my finishing form. Buns under me, heart to the sky, rotated, relocated, crispy pitch into a lovely finishing form. So this behavior, this is the cornerstone of all the golf schools that we do. We want people to be sure that they can hit this little shot, because if you hit this little shot, leads to a lot of success with scoring shots. And then I also know that you can pivot nicely. So aiming the face, maybe a waggle, knowing that we're going to hit this little shot. It's not a flick, it's not a flip. It is a strike where I'm pacing and facing to my finish. The educator and golf club's unhinged, and I could stand here all day. When you're doing so, you're holding. That's you learning how to uncock through the golf ball, keeping the club head low as your body rotates, and obviously the club comes up with that rotated extension. But this is a very important drill. Let's hit one more. I want you to do a bunch of sets of these. Sets of 5, 2 or 3 sets of 5. Begin with the end in mind. Let that ball get collected in that great finishing form. And if you miss, you miss. But in this finishing form, stop, hold. Make sure that you get to this position. If you don't, if you flipped it, just go ahead and fix it and start to become familiar with where you're going to. Because once you build familiarity in that behavior, you'll pass through the golf ball much easier and hit much better shots. So this is the cornerstone. This is learning how to get to that real ball striker's wedge position for these real spinny, grippy shots that are going to heed you well in a lot of scoring zone areas.